Good morning everyone, it's Jeanette here, Enthusiastic Gardener. I'm sitting on my yellow chair in Shady Corner and you all seem to like the panoramic view of my wide-angled lens. It went down a real hit. So maybe every time we can have one shot of the panoramic lens view. Let's go this way. I'm going to revamp Shady Corner, which is over here. Thank you so much for all your wonderful suggestions for plants for Shady Corner. But a lot of them, even though they're wonderful suggestions, one was toxic to dogs, which we can't have, and another couple were not actually full shade plants. It looks like sunshine at the moment. All this bit here is in the sun, but it's only about 8:30 in the morning and it will get in complete shade, this bit here. We're going to clear the area, see what space we have, and then plant shopping. But today, as well as that, there are 3 things that need to come out of the garden, a couple of little moving around of ornaments and things. I don't know how much I'll get done. One excitement, which I must show you, is this. I just noticed on my little morning walk round. Do you remember last week or in the garden tour I was explaining that this cherry tree, which is in fact loaded with cherries, which is wonderful, but it was covered with these black insecty bug things, and I did actually follow your advice because I was suggested to spray with hand soap mixed with water and things like that, which I did do that, and it has cleared quite a lot of it. But this morning, look what I have spotted, because as I said, they won't come if there's nothing for them to feed on, and look at that beauty. So that is amazing. I could not be more delighted. So just goes to prove, if you do have bad insects, the beneficials will come. If you get rid of them all, there's no reason for them to arrive. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that that's a good idea. Anyway, let's get on with it. So here's a close-up of Shady Corner and what we are planning to do. We have beautiful ferns, beautiful. A couple of weeks ago, I cut all the old fronds off. So these are all brand new, and this one too, and they're spectacular. Plus I have lots of ferns, such as this one here, and these ones in these raid pots, which are the ones that Mark gave me, Mark Border. And they were tiniest little cuttings. I was too scared to cut the old ones off just in case, but I will do that now. So what I need to do is, we have one solitary bloom on the rhododendron, but you can see this is never done very well. It doesn't like my soil. My soil is too alkaline. So even though it's in a pot, I'm going to take that out. I've had that years. It's never done very well. But look at this. This was my Lemon Cypress Tree, which was in the front garden. It blew over in Storm Bert in February. So I thought I'll take the opportunity and I'll move it. And I moved it here, but it didn't survive, unfortunately. It probably didn't have a very good root ball. So that is coming out. And then you'll see I have this kind of triangular shape, which is the bit that I'm going to redo. These Brunneras, which are fantastic, and normally I would leave these up for a little bit longer, but because I'm doing a little revamp, I'm going to cut them all off. So all I do, you can see the main Brunnera bush is like a low mound, and then these grow up. And they do reseed themselves if you leave them. So you have lots of little Brunneras popping up, which is nice. But all I'm going to do today is go all the way down to the base of these long flower spikes, right down to here, and cut it off right down there. So that will tidy it up, because I want to just see what space I have. And I'll do the same there. So I'll probably clear all this section, take the big cypress out, take the the rhododendron out, and then we can review and see what we are left with. Okay, so you can see where we're up to. I have done this one, this one, this one, and the one there. So I think now we'll have a go at moving the lemon cypress. I think I'll chop it into little bits and then it'll be easier to manage. That's one bit. That's it. Wasn't even rooted in, bless. Oh well. Yeah. That's it. Now for my sad rhododendron. This is going to come out easily. I have to tip it. So I think what I'll have to try and do is turn it upside down, but it is heavy, and try and push it out from the bottom. It's a bottomless pot. So let's give that a go. Oh, I think this will work. Yes. My beautiful fern. It's okay. My fern is okay. I think I'm going to get this fern out of the way. This is one that Mark gave me. Oh, Polypodium cambricum, and it's called Richard. Oh, didn't realise that. Yeah, wonderful. We'll replant that in a moment. That's it. Okay, let's get rid of that. We've really filled the bin up. Our bins are collected once a week. We have to pay for that. It costs £50 per year, and I do try and compost most things, but at the moment both of my compost bins are full to the brim, so we don't have any room for a new compost bin anywhere. That's looking a lot clearer. Let's get rid of this. This should be easier. Let's try anyway. Actually, let's take this out first. This is called a Polystichum setiferum revolvens, and another one of the ones that Mark gave me. We'll put him there. So we don't damage it. Don't want to damage my ornaments. There goes timber. Whoa, that's that one. I think I'm going to pop these two up for the time being until I get my new display worked out, and they'll be fine. So this one can go here. They'll be fine, and then I'll do this one as well. Let's get this one out. This one is called a Polypodium cambricum macrostachyon. I'll pop them just in here, I think. For the moment, we are getting there. I'll leave that one there for the moment, and I'll leave that one there. Let's get rid of these. Right, now it's looking rather messy all the way along here, so I think I'll just pop up these stepping stones, spread out the mulch, make it look all beautiful and clean and tidy. That looks so much better. I'm not going to put the stepping stones back in just yet, because when I start planting around here I'm bound to make another mess. But I hope you can see you have quite a nice area to fill, which is wonderful. So all that remains for me now is a little bit of plant shopping. So at the moment, the 3 pots are there, awaiting inspiration of whether they will go. Well, there's not a lot of room, is there really? Let's face it. But they don't have to go in the garden. They can go in storage, because I do like to change things up, as you may have noticed. So, you know, they might come out again in a couple of years' time. But the other couple of things that I did want to do is take out the other 2 things that had died, one of which is this Ilex Crenata, which has died, and I'd like to move this. When I put it in the winter time, everything was a lot barer, and you kind of forget, don't you? That's a weed. You kind of forget how things are going to fill in. So I want to move that to its space. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And then finally, the other thing that died was I had a spider's web, Fatsia Spiders Web, which was over in Woodland Courtyard. And I moved it, and this happened to the poor spider's web. So let's get rid of that. Gone. And I have no room left in my refuse collection. So everything else, you're safe. You're safe, you can breathe a sigh of relief, you're staying. We do need something tall up there, definitely. It's turning into rather a fern garden. I will go over to Hillcrest. Hillcrest is where I normally get my plants, and that's a nursery, so they're usually far more cheaper. They're wonderful. Next week, I have a whole week to go and look for the perfect plant. So thank you so much for joining me today in the corner of Shady Corner, where not a lot of people go, including myself. But I'm very excited because it's plant shopping time now, and I'm sorry there's no plants to go in today, but I need to go and buy them and find them. But until then, it's been a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and it's not all about, well, you know this, gardeners. It's not all about planting beautiful shrubs. It's a lot of work in the preparation. We work hard. We do. Our hobby is not the easiest. You could easily sort of, I'm not saying any hobby is easy, don't get me wrong, but it's not the easiest physically of hobbies, especially if you're an older gardener like me. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Jeanette, I'm the enthusiastic gardener from Essex in England, and next time I see you, actually it'll be June in the garden, goodness me. Take care everyone, bye.